Hey, hi guys, welcome back. This is Rekha. Today we will understand one of the most important topic, that is string. So what is the string? First we will understand, and we will write in a point wise so that everyone will understand. So first we are going to understand what is main point. So I will write main point, main introduction of string. So first point I'm going to write. So we can say it is a collection or sequence of character. First point, it is, let me make a size bigger so that it will be visible to everyone, right? So what is a string? String is a collection or sequence of character. So we can say it is a collection or sequence of character, right? So why we are saying it is a sequence of character? Because we can create like this character of array. This is a data type char, and then we can take one reference variable, and then this, it is a type of array, is equal to comma b comma c, right? So we can store character like this, right? So this is a character. So likewise you can store so many characters, right? So that's why we are saying it is a collection or sequence of character. So if you want to convert into a string, then we can convert it as well, this character. So how we can convert? We will have to create an object in string. So let me create an object. String s is equal to new string. String is an object as well in Java, right? So that's why we are creating an object here. New string, right? And here we can pass this reference variable, right? So now this character will convert into string, right? So that's why we are saying here it is a collection or sequence of character. This is the first point, right? So what is the second point? And one more point in the first point. So this string, these character, right, where we are storing a value, it has a interface. Like we have a character sequence interface, which represent to this character array. Character sequence, right? This character sequence is an interface which represent to this character of array, right? So this is the first point. In the first point, we can say it is a collection or sequence of a character. So we can store the character like this, right? So these character will store in the character of array, and we can convert into string as well with the help of this character of array. So now if you want to print into a string, then we can create an object and we can pass this reference variable here. Then it will convert into string. So what is the second point? Second point, we can say string is a non-primitive data type, right? We have seen in the first session. If you don't have seen, then you can watch my first video. There I have explained the data type. In the data type, there are two types of data types. One is primitive data type, and one is another one is non-primitive data type. So this string comes under non-primitive data type, right? Because this string size is not fixed, means we can increase or decrease the size. So second one is, we can say string is a non-primitive data type. right? So that we can increase or decrease the size. Size is not fixed. We can increase or decrease the size, right? This is the second point. And what is the third point? Third point, we can say string is a class, right? So string is a class. Third point, we are saying string is a class, right? So how we can create a string? Let's say it's a class, right? String is a class. So this is a syntax we can say right here. This is a syntax of string, but we can say it can extend, right? It can extend to object. Object is a super class of all the classes, because string is a class and we have a super class that is object. Extends object. So object is a super class of all the classes. So this string class can extend to this object class, but string has some interfaces as well, right? So it can implement those interfaces as well. So string can implement with interface serializable, comparable, and char sequence. This char sequence is an interface, right? So it can extend with this object class and it can implement as well to those interfaces. Implements. It can implement to char sequence, this char sequence interface, and it can implement comparable and serializable, right? So these are the interfaces. This char sequence, comparable, and serializable. These are the interfaces. So a string class can implement these interfaces as well, and it can extend to this object class as well, right? So this is the third point. So we can say this is a syntax of string class, right? This is the third point. And what is the fourth point? Fourth point, it is saying string is an object, right? It is an immutable object. This is the main important point. String is an immutable object, right? So we can write string is an immutable object, right? This is the fourth point. So how we can create an object? We already have seen here, but let me create one more time. So suppose that here I am creating a string str is equal to, this is a reference variable, right? You can take anything. So new, with the help of new keyword, we are creating an object. New string, right? So this is a object, right? We have created an object with the help of new keyword, and we are saying string is an immutable object. So why we are saying string is an immutable object, I will show you in the upcoming session, right? So today we will understand only introduction part, right? So here we are saying string is an immutable object, right? Now we will see the fifth point. I will make you understand why we are saying string is an immutable object, right? Now we will see the fifth point. What is the fifth point? So to create a string, there are three main classes. There are three classes to create a string, right? So to create a string, there are three classes. What all those three classes? First one is string, which we have seen, right? Second one is string buffer, and third one is string builder. String builder. So to create a string, there are three classes: string, string buffer, and string builder, right? So these are three classes, right? And how we can create an object? There are three ways to create an object. Not three, we can say four. So in the string, we can create an object by two way. One is string literal and second one is by using new keyword. And third one is we can create an object with the help of this string buffer, and fourth one is we can create an object with the help of this string builder class, right? So there are four ways to create an object, right, in a string. So let me explain here in the fourth. So if someone will ask you how to create an object in a string, so in a string we have two way, right? In a string we have two way. Here only I am writing. There are two ways to create an object. Mostly interviewer ask how many ways to create an object in a string. So you can say there are two ways to create an object in a string, right? In a string. But in string classes, we have a four because there are two way to create an object in a string, and one way with the help of string buffer and another way with the help of string builder. But in a string, you can say two way. There are two way to create an object, right? In a string, there are two way to create an object. One is one. We can use the bullet point, right? One way is by using string literal, string literal, right? This is an example. Let me, in the bracket, I'm writing an example as well, right? Suppose that I'm taking one string, s is a reference variable, and here I'm writing, let's say my name is Rekha, so I'm taking this, right? So this is a string literal, example of string literal. So we can create an object by using string literal, right? So this is an object which we have created with the help of string literal. Second way, by using new keyword, new keyword. So how we can create an object with the help of new keyword? Let's suppose that I'm creating one object with the help of new keyword. Str is equal to new string, right? So this is also an object, right, which we have created with the help of new keyword. So there are mainly two ways to create an object in string. One is by using string literal and another one is by using new keyword, right? These are two ways. And how we can create an object with the help of this string buffer class? We can create an object like this. String buffer sb is equal to new string buffer. This is also an object, which we have created with the help of this string buffer class. String buffer is a class, right? And the string builder is also a class. So with the help of string builder, we can create an object as well. String builder, right? Again, SV is equal to new string builder, right? So these are the way we can create an object in a string, right? But in a string, we can create only two ways. One is string literal and second one is new keyword. And in a string buffer, we can create an object like this, right? And a string builder, we also can create an object like this, right? So there are total three classes in a string. One is string buffer and string builder. And we can create an object in a string by two ways. One is string literal and another one is string by using new keyword, right? There are two ways to create an object in string. And one way are there to create an object in string builder and string buffer and string builder as well. There are one way, right? So total there are four ways to create an object, right, in string. Now we will understand why string object is an immutable, right? Why string object is an immutable, right? So before that, we will understand a few basic things before going into this immutable object. So first, we will understand very basic things. So this is a JVM architecture. So in the JVM architecture, we have a class loader, and then we have a memory area, and then we have a execution engine, and then JNI, and then this native method libraries. So there are total 5 memory area in JVM, right? One is method area, heap area, stack area, and PC register, and then native method area, right? In the JVM architecture, we have total five memory area, right? So when we write a program, right? Let me maximize it, right? So when we write a program, right? Then where all the data get stored. So we'll understand one by one. First, suppose that we have created one class with the name of test, right? And int a is equal to 10, right? This is a instance variable. So we have seen in the first video, right? In the first session. So what is the instance variable? A variable which we can declare inside the class but outside the method. That is instance variable. So instance variable will store inside the heap area, right? Here we have written, right? Instance variable will store in heap area and it is getting stored in heap area, right? And now second point is static variable. Static variable will store in method area. So it is getting stored in method area here, right? And this is a normal method. It is a concrete method, we can say. So concrete method will get stored under stack area. See, it is pointed to stack area. And here we have written main method, like it could be a main method or any normal method like concrete method or any local variable. These things will get stored under stack area only, right? So see, this is a local variable. What is the local variable? We have seen in the first session, a variable which we can declare inside the method, inside the method only, right? That is a local variable. So this is a method, this is a concrete method. Under this method, we have declared this local variable. So this method and this local variable and this main method will get stored in stack area. And whatever the object we will create, right? Those object will store in heap area, right? And with the help of this reference variable, which we have created this object, right? So with the help of this reference variable, we have called this method, right? So this is called current running method, right? It will store in stack area, right? So this is getting stored in stack area, right? So I have written all the things here. You can understand each and every point. Everything has been written here. So these are the basic things you should be aware. What all variable where it is going, where it is going to get stored, and what all methods, like we have like a local method, concrete method, main method. So where those methods getting stored, right? And if we are creating any object, then where it is going to get stored, right? So once you are aware about these things, then we can understand the string constant pool, right? So this is the basic things. Now we will move into the string constant pool, right? So as we have understand, there are total 5 memory area, right? Total 5 memory area under JVM. So what all 5 area? One is method area, right? Method area. Second one is heap area. Heap area, right? Third one is stack area, right? All method were getting stored under stack area, right? And whenever we are creating any object, then those object getting stored under heap area, right? And fourth one is PC registered area. PC register area, right? And fifth one is native method area. Native method area, right? So these are total 5 areas in JVM, right? So the area that right, the JVM, whatever the string we will create, right, those will store under heap area only, right? So before not before, we can say till 1.6 version of Java, right? String constant pool, SCP, string constant pool was getting stored under method area, right? Right? So till 1.6 version of Java, that string was getting stored under method area, right? Right? But after 1.6 version, it got shifted in heap area. After 1.6 means since version 1.7, our string getting stored in heap area. It is allocated in heap area, right? Version, we can say, right? So now I will create, so one more thing. So until it was in method area, in the method area, it was a size was fixed, right? So you cannot increase and decrease the size of string, right? But since it got moved in heap area, we can increase and we can decrease the size of string, right? So now I will create one diagram so that I can make you understand better, right? So let's suppose this is a heap area, right? And this is a string constant pool, right? Let me write it. This is a heap area. Heap area, right? And this is a SCP. SCP means string constant pool, right? So let's suppose that I am creating one object. Let's say I'm creating one object with the help of new keyword, right? Let's say S1, string S1 is equal to new string, right? And here I am storing one name, that is Peter. Let's say, let me make it increase, right? So I have created one object, right, with the help of new keyword. So now, since we are using new, right? So whenever we will create an object with the help of new keyword, then that time what it will do, it will allocate memory in heap area. So what it will do, it will create an object under heap area, that is Peter, right? And this reference variable is S1. So what it will do, it refers to this reference variable. This Peter will refer to this reference variable P1. But now here one string constant pool is also getting created, right, in the object Peter, right? So what it will do, JVM will automatically, internally it will create one more object under SCP, right? So let me create it here. Let's say Peter, right? So what JVM will do, JVM internally it will refers to some reference variable here. Internally JVM will create one object under SCP, right? String constant pool, and it will refers to some reference variable, right? Now what we will do? So let's suppose that I'm creating one more object here. Now I'm going to create with the help of string literal. So let's say string S2 is equal to, let's say I am going to create one more object. Let's say, suppose that we can say here we can add with the name of Rekha, let's say, right? See, so I have created one more object, right, by using string literal. So what it will do, now we have not created with the help of new keyword. So what it will do, it will not allocate memory inside the heap area. What it will do, it will go and check in the SCP only. So it will try to verify, is there any object are there with the name of Rekha? No, it is not available. So what it will do, it will create one more object here with the name of Rekha, right? And what it will do, it refers to S2 reference variable, right? It will refers to this, right? Now let's suppose that this, if you are creating, an object with the help of string literal, then it will create only one object under SCP only, means string constant pool only. It will not create under heap area, right? This is a SCP, this is a heap area, right? Fine. Now I will create one more object. Suppose that I am creating one more string with the help of new keyword by using new keyword string, right? So here suppose that I'm taking any name here. Let's say I am taking name Neha, right? What it will do? Again, since I have created this object with the help of new keyword, then what it will do? It will create two objects, one under heap area, another under SCP, string constant pool area, right? So it will create one object here with the name of Neha, and it will refers to S3 reference variable, right? And here we are using string literal as well, right? So it will create under string constant pool area as well, Neha, and it will refers to S3, S3, right? Now I am going to create one more object, string S4 is equal to new string, and now I am going to give again name Peter, right? Now what will happen? See, Peter already has been created right here under heap area, but we are using new keyword. So whenever you will create new object with the help of new keyword, then every time it will allocate new area. It will allocate new memory. It will create new object under heap area. So what it will do? It will again create Peter here, and here it now it will refers to S4 reference variable, right? But if I will create again here as well, but see in S4 reference variable, in the heap area it will create new, right? New object. But again Peter, in the SCP it will not create new object. It will try to check, it will try to find out any Peter object is available or not. So since it is already created, what it will do? It refers to this object only, or here it will represent to this S4 reference variable, right? Now again I will create one more object, string. Now I will create with the help of string literal. So now let's say I am creating string S5 is equal to, again I am creating with the name of Rekha only, right? So what it will do, since I have created this object with the help of string literal, so it will not allocate memory under heap area. It will go inside SCP, string constant pool, and it will check any objects are available with the name of Rekha or not. Since it got find out here, Rekha is already there, right? So what it will do, it will refers to this object only, right? And now it will refers to S5 reference variable as well, right? So if you want to create one more object, then we can create one more object. Let's suppose that I am creating one more string literal string s6, right, is equal to new string, right? And now I am going to take same name Neha, right? Neha. So what it will do now? Again, we have created this object by using new keyword. So Neha is available here, but still it will create one more object here, Neha, right? And it refers to reference variable S6, right? So whenever you will create any object with the by using new keyword, then every time it will create an object under heap area, right? But whenever you will create an object by using string literal, then it will create under heap area only. It will create an object under heap area, right? So now, so it already has created an object under heap area. Now it will check under SCP any objects are available with the name of Neha or not. So see, it is already created. So now it will do, it will indicate to this object only. It refers to S6 reference variable, right? So this is how it works internally, right? So this is called string constant pool, right? So what is a string constant pool, right? So string constant pool is a memory. String constant pool is an memory which is created under heap area, right? So string constant pool we can say is an area inside the heap memory where Java stores string literal values or string constant pool values, you can say, right? So I will write here string literal values, else you can say string literal pool, string literal pool, right? So I hope you got understand, but I will explain one more time because it's a very important interview questions. So interviewer will give you so many scenarios and they will ask you, right? So it's a very important. So let me copy and paste under this document. If anyone wants this document which I am preparing, you can comment it out. I will share. You can comment and you can comment your email ID so that I can share with your email ID on your email ID. Yeah. Right. So I will create one more diagram so that you can understand better. Now I will take another example. So now I will make you understand why it is immutable. So far we have understood only what is heap area and what is SCP means string constant pool, right? So far we have understood this much only. Now what we are going to do? Now we will understand why string objects are immutable, right? So I will create one more diagram here. right? So let me create one heap memory. Let's say it's a heap memory, heap area, right? And this is a SCP, string constant pool area. This is a heap area, or this is a SCP. SCP means string constant pool slash you can say string literal pool, right? Now what we will do, now I will create one object. Here I will create one object. So let's suppose that I will make you understand in a simple way, right? So suppose that I am creating one string, right? String s is equal to new string, right? New string, and here I can take a name Peter. Peter, right? Now what it will do, it will allocate memory under heap area first, since we have created this object with the help of new keyword. So what it will do, it will allocate memory under heap area Peter, and it refers to this as reference variable, right? And we are using string literal as well here, Peter, so it will get stored under heap area as well, right, Peter? And it refers to this as reference variable, right? Now suppose that Peter wants to add his surname as well, then how he can add? So if he wants to add by using s, suppose that reference variable he is taking and he is using concat method, right? Concat, right? And here he wants to add his surname Josh, right? Then directly he cannot he cannot add his surname in a string, since string object is an immutable. So directly it will not get stored. It will not add. It will not concatenate, right? So if, see, I have used this concat method, right? But still if I'll print this, if I say system.out.println, right? If I can say system.out.println, then it will print only Peter. Sorry. It will print only Peter. Why? Because it will not get concatenate. How it will store? See, now if I want to add this Josh as well, then what it will do? It will create one more object under this. Here, it will create one more object like Peter Josh. And now it refers to it refers to this reference variable S. So directly you cannot concatenate. So first, for concatenating, you will store this last name in reference variable. You cannot directly concatenate like this. I will show you in programming. When we will do the programming, at that time I will show you, right? So if how it will get stored under heap, under SEP, means string constant pool. Again it will check here, Peter is not there, only Josh is there, so it will not concatenate under this, which is referring to this reference variable S. It will not concatenate. What it will do, it will create one more object here with the name of Peter Josh, right? And now it will refer to this reference variable S. S, right? And if I will, until then, we are not storing in reference variable this concatenate method. It will print only Peter. It will not print surname Josh. So what we will have to do to print this surname Josh? We will have to store this reference variable under we will have to store this surname under reference variable. How we can get stored? Like this: S is equal to S dot concat, here Josh, right? Now if I will print sys out system.out.println, and now if I want to print this, then it will print Peter Josh, right? So this is the one example. Let me explain you one more time. If you don't get understand, I will create one more diagram, and I will take one another example, then you may get understand why string is immutable, right? So see, first we have created one object with the name of Peter, right? And here we are using new keyword. Since we are using new keyword, it will allocate memory under heap area, right? And here we are using string literal as well, so it will allocate memory under string constant pool area as well. Now if I want to add surname, means Josh as well, then what happened? Directly if I want to concatenate in the reference variable Josh, then it will not concatenate. Why? Because it maybe Peter some other reference, it may be used in some other reference variable. That's why it will not concatenate here. That's why we are saying string object is an immutable. So what it is doing, it is storing under a reference variable, and then once it will store under this reference variable, then what happen? It will create one object under heap area, and again one more time it will create one new object under SCP, and then we can print the surname as well. Now if I'll print this, then it will print Peter Josh, right? So that's why we are saying string object is an immutable, right? Because we are not able to concatenate directly. First, you will have to store in one reference variable, and then you can concatenate. Let me take one more example. Let me create one more example. Let me copy this first. I will share this document if it is required to you. right? Now I will take another example. It may be help you, right? Creating one more example. Again, suppose that this is a heap area. Again, I'm creating heap area. Again, I'm creating SCP, string constant pool area. So this is a SCP. This is a heap area. Right? So let's say I'm talking about one city, right? Let's say I'm taking example of Pune city, right? So I will create one object, string, right? String S, yeah, we can say string, and reference variable I'm taking city. Let's say city1 is equal to, we can say Pune, right? So what it will do? I have created one object, right, for this city. So what it will do? It will, since I have not used new keyword, so it will not allocate memory under heap area. It will create object under SCP only. So what it will do? It will go under SCP string constant pool and it will create an object with the name of Pune, right? And it refers to city1. Let's not make it big here. Okay, let it be city here, city1, right? Now I'm going to create one more. In one city, maybe there are so many people, right? So let's say I am creating one more city2, one more reference variable, city2, right, is equal to, again I am creating object for Pune only, right? So suppose that this is for person 1, this is for person 2, and let me create one more object for person 3. String city3 is equal to Pune. Let's say all 3 person are staying in Pune only. This is for person 1, person 2, and person 3. And you can say there are so many person who is staying in Pune only. Let's say we can say 100 people are there, right? So we will have to create an object for 100 people, right? So suppose that these 100 people are staying in Pune, right? And we have created an object with the help of string literal only. So what it will do, since we have not used any new keyword, so it will not create an object under heap area. It will create under only SCP. So since for city2, it will go inside SCP and check Pune object is already there. So what it will do, it will refers to this Pune only, since it is already created, right? City 2, right? City 3, again Pune. It will again go and string constant pool and it will check Pune is already there, right? So what it will do? City 3 also refers to this Pune only. City 3, right? So likewise, all 100, for all 100%, city will refers to this Pune only. All reference variable refers to this Pune only, right? But let's suppose that city 2, right? City 2 wants to move Pune to Bangalore, right? Let's say, here, let's say I will remove this one. Where is eraser? Yeah. So let's suppose that this person, this second person, wants to shift Pune to Bangalore. Let's suppose that it he wants to shift Pune to Bangalore. So what will happen? City 1, City 2, City 3, earlier it was referring to Pune only, right? This Pune object only, right? All reference variable were referring to this object only, right? But now what it will happen? It cannot concatenate. If I want to concatenate Pune to Bangalore, then directly we cannot concatenate. Then what will happen? It will create one more object under this string constant pool area, and here it will create with the name of Bangalore. Now city 2 will not refer to this, right? Garbage, if it is not referring to this, garbage collection will clean this city 2 from here, right? It will clean from here. And now what it will do, it will refer, city 2 will refer to this Bangalore here, Bangalore, right? So how it is concatenating internally? If they want to directly concatenate, then directly they cannot concatenate. First they will have to store under reference variable, then only they can concatenate if they want. So why we are not concatenating? Why it is not referring? Why? Because this Pune, right? This Pune city belongs to everyone, right? 100 people are belonging to Pune only. So if I change this here, Pune to Bangalore, then it will impact to other people as well, right? So that's why we are not changing this Pune, right? We are not changing Pune to Bangalore because of this person too. We are not changing. What we will do, we will create one another object. If we will change this Pune to Bangalore, then it will impact to other 100 people, right? 99 people, right? So that's why we are saying string is an immutable. Why it is immutable? Because it will not impact to other person, other reference variable, right? So that's why we will create one another object and it will refers to this other object. Because if I will change here Pune to Bangalore, then it will impact to other 99%, right? So this is a concept of immutable. So that's why we call string is an immutable, right? So we cannot directly change. We can change it, but directly we cannot change. If directly we can change, then it will impact to other object, other reference variables. So this is a concept of string immutable. So most of the time interviewer asks why string is an immutable. So what we can say? So in a string mutable, directly we cannot change the string. If you want to change the string, then you will have to store a string under reference variable and then you can print it. Then you can concatenate. So directly you cannot change the string in string constant pool, right? So I hope you understand this string immutability concept. If you still have any doubt, then you can put your doubt in comment. I will try to connect with you and explain you. Thank you guys.